Hey folks, this is Best in Slot, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the brand new, just released aquatic pack for Planet Zoo. Today I'm going to show you all 5 brand new animals, including their adorable little babies, and we're going to talk a little bit about the pack and all that kind of jazz. Really good pack in terms of just quality and my deep love for all the featured animals. It may be the best pack we've had so far. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section down below, but I think you guys are going to like this one. So, we're going to get started with the first animal on our list, which is the king penguin over here in our... you see them waddling around already. Now, these penguins have popped out a lot of babies. I'm just going to show you all of them straight up. There we go. There's... They're so funny, they really are. There's our king penguin group right there, so you can see there's one of our adults, and amongst many things, their walking animation is absolutely fantastic. I'll admit I've crammed all these exhibits with a lot of animals and turned off welfare just so I can make sure I can showcase them all well, but I will show you the stats in a second. The babies hunched down, you know, little shorties, kind of like sinking down to the ground to huddle up and keep warm. Oh, there we go. Now, that animation hasn't quite worked. I think that's meant to be a feeding animation, potentially, between the parents and the baby. The baby is definitely looking up hungrily and expectantly. You can see that is the animation, the regurgitation animation, where the parent would eat up and then mush up and digest partially the food and then stick it, essentially, into the mouth of the baby. It's not quite working out well. Oh, it's sleeping. It's adorable. There they go, waddling away, slapping away. Now, they do a couple of very cool animations. They're not doing cool. Yeah, every time I see that, I die. They do the sliding animation. You know how penguins would often go into the water? That one's just, they're just walking in, no problem. Yeah, there's a little bit of an issue here in my steepness, but they'll do the animation where they slide across the ground. I'll definitely show you that before we move on. Let's check them out underwater. Yum. There we go, and there we have the new deep diving mechanic, Zoom. This one is actually feeding from our new underwater fish feeder. You can see it's actually got a fish. Let me just grab that. Oh, I think I just missed it. Look at him, diving deep under the water, grabbing the fish in their mouths, as he just did. Very cool. Hopefully they'll pop out of there, we can showcase that as well. But it's a very cool animation. It really does look like exactly what you'd expect a penguin deep diving to look like. That kind of sleek body and the trail of bubbles behind. Of course, before I started recording this video, they were all hanging around permanently under the water, and now I've decided to do the video. They've decided to stop. What are you going to do, buddy? Sometimes they'll just chill at the surface, just swim around, have a good day, and then zoom deep down to get the fishies. There it is! He's got a little fish in his mouth. They're very cool. All the animals do this. They all swim deep down underwater, and it just makes them so much more interesting somehow, and more realistic. I mean, that's awesome. It really is. Not for the fish. It's pretty bad for the fish, but the animation and the everything else is really cool. There we go. Sliding along the ground. Whee! And then they slide down the hill. And it's the idea to push themselves. What they usually do is push themselves to the edge and then slide down into the water. I do think they do that, but you need your ground setup to be correct. This one is having a grand old time with the bubbles. Oh, they're so good. They honestly might be my favourite animal in the entire game right now, the penguin. It's up there. The animation quality is just absurd. It's so good. You really just feel like they're alive. And they're adorable. I'm going to show you their stats nice and quick, and then we shall move on. So, king penguin. Antarctica and South America, you are limited a little bit in foliage and stuff like that. You're going to want to use the rocks mainly to make these exhibits look a little bit more interesting. Interesting that we have this huge list of possible regions here. Nice and cold, you've got to keep that temperature nice and low down. Up to 500 males and females in a group, which is absolutely insane. You could build an 500! Have we ever seen an animal with as many as 500? I don't know. But you could build a gigantic penguin habitat. And hopefully it would work. I mean, the only concern you'd have is whether the game lags out or not, really. How are we doing in here, gang? Okay, they're adorable. Let me just see if there's anything else here. Research status, no interspecies, stuff like that. Age of sexual maturity is 3 years old. Age of sexual sterility is death. They do pop out the babies. I do have a lot of them, but they do pop the babies out, as you can see. Now, we're going to move on to our next animal on our list, which is over here. And this is, I believe, our giant otter. So, let's take a little peek over here. This one's having a little nap. And that right there, it's also so cute. Wait, what's he going to do? Oh, well, there we go. Into the water. They're a little terrifying, the giant otters, I've got to admit, but they are adorable. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Again, a little showcase of the deep diving there. Exactly what you'd expect them to do. Push their arms back, push the legs back, tail straight out, streamlined like a torpedo. For some reason, my guy is refusing to fill this fish feeder, but they will still deep dive no matter what. Now, they actually have a new requirement if we go onto the otter. A lot of the other ones do as well. On terrain, they don't just need water, but they need navigationable deep water area. So you do specifically need water deep enough for them to do this, or they won't be happy. You need to make sure they've got the ability to swim around nice and deep, which is, it's a whole new facet to the game. It's really, really, really cool. It really is. They're not as cool as the penguins, but they're pretty cool. What are you up to, buddy? I'm just going to show you some otters, basically, for a little bit. That's kind of the idea. They still make that little squeak noise. They don't squeak as much as the otters I've come to associate. They are, you know, a big boy otter, basically. This one's a Jesus otter. I love that you just... I mean, they're here chilling at the top, and you see the shadow zoom down underneath because they've gone diving below the surface. These ones probably need food, actually. Look at them chasing after the guy. Oh, the animals in this pack, guys. I swear, the animals in this pack are just so good. Now, I do have a baby. I made sure I had a baby for every single species. Let's try to find that. I have many caimans. Oh my god. Right, a giant otter. Who is my young gun? There we go, 1 year old. Rosa Maria. Where are you, Rosa Maria? Oh, just tiny. I was having a little roll around. She's so small. I need you to wake up though, love, okay? I need to show YouTube your pretty bounciness. That's a strange sentence. Oh my god, that's terrifying. It slinks below the surface. Ooh. You pooping on my YouTube video. She is finally... I've honestly been sitting here for ages. She just woke up. There she is, the little babby. Oh. Oh. Go on, go on. You can do it. Oh, there we go. Oh. I haven't spent much time with the babies. I had to get this video done. But, she is kind of adorable. Look at the little flecks of hair just there above her. Oh, she's inside the lily pad. Da 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 da. You can see little flecks of hair like above her eyes and stuff like that. You know, little baby hairs. She's got her little whiskers coming through. The animation on the swimming as well. She kind of paddles a little bit with the front legs and then kicks with the back. The tail wags up and down a little bit. And she looks so happy. That is the giant otter then. We'll have a quick little look at the stats for those. Giant otter. There we go. So, giant otter up to 15 in the group, up to 9 males, up to 9 females, or you can do bachelor groups up to 6, up to 9. So, again, you can kind of stick the two bachelor groups together and it would work perfectly well. They are monogamous, age of sexual maturity 2 to 5 years, number of offspring per mating event 1 to 5. So, they do pop out the babies a little bit. Lots of regions, but they are, of course, primarily a South American and I'd say tropical animal. I would also say, for some reason, the otter, more than all the other animals, escapes. My otters have been getting out all day long. They can't even get out of the habitat, but they still somehow manage to get out of the habitat. They're very impressive. Now, we're going to move on to my second favourite animal in the pack. I will say, I thought the... the otter was going to walk away with it, but the king penguin wins. The seals, the grey seals, are going to take second position. So here they are. There we go. There's one. No, that's... Wow, that's a hell of an introduction. There she is. Isn't she adorable? Absolutely. This is Waynette. She's super cute, bounding around on the land. You know, they're awkward on the land, as you would expect. They have to bounce and shuffle their body along. Let's follow them into the water. The males are bigger, chunkier, and sort of darker in colour, typically. I've got those big old whiskers. And then they do the animation where they sit vertically in the water and they bop up and down. And it's amazing. They've knocked the ball into the water. Bloody kids, I tell you. Look at him! It's so good! So let's hop under the water. There they are. And they're not like zooming around or anything. They're just chilling. They're just living underwater because they're seals. This is where they would want to spend a lot of their time. And they're just here. This is really, really cool because it's not really like Planet Zoo. This isn't something we've had. Yeah, we've had animals that spend time in water, but not so actively, not all the time, not just living under the water. They'll go up every now and again. And seals will, of course, spend a lot of time on land, but look at them, they just live down here. It's really cool to see, and I really hope we get this for a lot of the older animals in the game, you know, hippos and stuff like that. I hope they start to do it as well. And yeah, I don't know, I just think it's very cool. The seal looks great, big and chunky, blubbery like you'd expect, but the patterning is really, really nice as well, the variety between the males and the females. The males aren't even grey, technically, they're brown, but they're all super, super cute, big and whiskery, and then they get on the land and they plop, 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 hop along as best they can. And then, of course, the babies! Sorry, but the baby... oh my god, it's so cute. It's actually so cute. The little chunk doing its absolute best. It's trying. It's trying. You can do it, buddy. There's the one over there. What are you doing? Absolutely nothing. Baby seals have always been one of the... Baby seals have always been one of the cutest animals in the world. And these ones really do it justice. They really do. Oh, it breaks my heart. Oh, the seals may be my favourite over the penguins now. This animation makes me so happy. Just all of them on the land, bouncing around. And then you have a little nap. Oh. Oh. How can anyone not love this? Honestly, best pack of animals we've ever had. There's not a weak link in the group. Well, these three are definitely the better three, but still. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's brilliant. Oh, that's floating. No wonder I'm not using it. See if that helps. And that is great as well. And then under the water you go, and you know, maybe there's a seal or two knocking around. He's doing a little spin, a little torpedo move. I don't know why everything's a torpedo. It's a barrel roll under the water. Swim down, grab some fishies. Are they dead fish? They're pretty dead fish. I just think you could build some really beautiful things with these underwater creatures. I really do. Right, if I I can't handle it. I cannot handle it. Right, okay. I'm gonna show you some stats because I'll spend all bloody day looking at the seals otherwise. I know these aren't the most professional videos I ever do, but it's more like a lot of this is my initial reaction. I've spent so much time building and focusing on building things that even my zoo at this point doesn't have any bloody animals in it. It's just got empty exhibits. Anyways, grey seals. Not much in terms of the requirements. Again, they need it nice and cold under the water, which you would expect. Lovely stuff. Up to 3 to 8 in a group. 2 males up to 8 females. Or you can have a bachelor of 3 of them. It's interesting that you can have 2 males in an 8 group, or 3 males on their own. There is a male dominance hierarchy. Old males tend to have their own harem, much like in real life. There's some lovely information there. And no interspecies enrichment yet again, which you would expect for all the animals in today's list, really. Right, okay. We have to move on to... I don't want to butcher this name, but I'm going to butcher this name. It's a dwarf caiman, but it's specifically called... It's like Cuviers. Quavers. Quivers. Either way, it is one of the most remarkably beautifully detailed creatures in the entire game. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely stunning. Yes, it's not funny in the way that the other 3 animals are, but I mean, look at that. That is incredible. That may be, just in terms of design and texture and patterning, that may be the best looking animal in the entire game to me, honestly. I think it's absolutely breathtaking. I genuinely think it's remarkable. Oh, they're mating. Oh. There isn't as much to show with these, obviously, in terms of animations and all that jazz, because at the end of the day, they are caimans. They're going to act the same as every other similar creature, all the crocodilians we have in the game already, and stuff like that. They're just going to swim around and make little trains, apparently, but they're pretty cool. Again, they are absolutely beautiful to look at, and they will, again, they'll do their little deep dives, as you can see right there, which, again, just looks so good. It makes them so much, it makes them real animals rather than props, you know, because they dive and swim like a real animal would. Look at this one, like, right up to the glass. Hello. Makes me so happy. Lots of these are babies. The babies aren't much smaller, actually, than the, oh, you're pooping. Yeah, you're a juvenile, for example. Really not that much smaller than the adults at all. You can see the head is a little... Oh, that's adorable! I haven't seen the babies up close until just now. I mean, the patterning and everything looks like the adult, but with those big eyes, oh, that's so cute. Sorry. I'm a professional YouTuber, I swear. It is super cute, though. But you can see how, yeah, it basically looks relatively similar to like the adults, but, of course, those big shiny eyes. I did manage to get hold of an albino one of these. I did try to get it for all the others, but I wasn't quite as successful, unfortunately. There you go, pretty cool. It's got that pink tint you'd expect. It doesn't really have the red eyes. I don't know how those red eyes would work on a caiman, so whether this is albino or leucistic, you know, I'll leave it up to you guys, but it looks beautiful, doesn't it? And it really, because of the white colour, it really highlights the detailing on the body. Like, look at the scaling on that guy, and like just the depth of detail, and all of it's perfect. And even the way it goes into the tail, and it's got that very tiled sort of square approach to the tail, whereas the body's quite haphazard, is, you know, what I would associate with crocodilians and caimans, and that sort of double-edged, pointing outwards, spiking on the tail, that movement there. I know it's all very similar to stuff we've seen before, but it's nice to highlight every now and again just how incredible the animation work is on this game, because it is absolutely top-notch. Oh, this pack makes me happy. It really does. What on earth? People are oh my god. Right, I'm going to move you, buddy, over here, because I can't handle what on earth just happened over there. So, oh, I'll show you the information. Oh, hiccup. Show you the information on the caiman. On Cuvier's dwarf caiman. I mean, look at it. Isn't it great? All these videos are is me gushing about the animals. Again, not particularly heavy requirements as you would expect. Got to keep these a little bit warmer because they are a South American animal. Grade 2 requirement on the boundary, kind of things you would expect at this point. Only a little group size allowed. Now, like I say, because I wanted to showcase these and I think it's more fun for the video, I turned off those requirements and shoved loads of them in there. I am surprised the group size is only 1 to 2, considering it's a polygynous animal, but I guess they would move on to the next one. They wouldn't, like, hang around and form a group, so... yeah, there you go. There's some info about the caimans. Now, the final animal on our list is the exhibit animal, and it is in the brand new water-based exhibit, as you can see here. So it's kind of like a swampy kind of thing. It's a USA animal, primarily sort of southern, eastern coast, I think, kind of area. And it lives in sort of swampy areas. So we're going to check out the Diamondback terrapin. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Diamondback terrapin. I haven't seen these yet. I haven't checked these out, so... let's go. I think I've got like 1,000 of them. Yeah. There's a lot of them. Let me see if I can get... okay, what we're going to do is... there we go. Hello, cutie. Oh, wait, there's tons of them. There's 1, 2, 3... I can see like 20 of the bloody things. Again, requirements are off. We can load these things up with animals. There it is, flopping around in the water. So, because these are exhibit animals, they will hang around in the same space until you move away and come back. So you'll have one flopping around up here. This one seems to be flopping around down here, although it does swim around a little bit. I'm just going to hold it there for a second. Because again, despite their small size, I mean, if there's one thing Frontier is continuously amazing at, it's just animal design, texture, pattern, animation, all of that stuff. I could go on and on about this, and I have in the past, and I have today, but... the animals look brilliant. I mean, the detail on the face of this terrapin, on the patterning on the shell. Considering this is an exhibit animal, which most people won't look at, it's pretty staggering. I mean, they are beautiful, aren't they? Yeah, I think it's even got the turtleneck, as you would call it. There, it literally is a turtleneck. You see the ridge line there. See, he's popping around over there. Let's go check out the others. We've got a couple hanging down there under the roots. You're just sitting on the bottom. Hello! You're adorable as well. Wait, I need you for my thumbnail. There we go. Yeah, very cute. I'm not big on the exhibit animals, it must be said. I don't really focus too much on them at all, just because they don't do anything in particular. Oh, Sleepy! You're my favourite. Look, they have got slightly different, resting animations. This one, its head, it's pulled in a little bit. It's a little tired. It's chilling out on land. It's just, it's basking a little bit in the lamp that we've added as well. New terrapin exhibit. I'll just show you some more stuff very quickly about this, because like I say, it's new. So we've got basking lamp at the top. We've got a new large rock over there on the side, and a large rock over here on the side. And that's like under there, presumably. So that's your level 1. Level 2, we have a log here. We also have a log over there at the back, underneath where there was a terrapin before. So I assume it actually hides inside the log. And we have a dry log somewhere. There it is. Dry log, which I just crushed the existing terrapin. There you go. And finally, on level 3, we have mangrove roots. So this one is that big one over there. Got that one at the back. And we've got probably one up here at the front. Yeah, we've got that one right there. There you go. Make it nice mangrovey and swampy. And yeah, it's got that. The water's got that kind of murky, slightly dirty kind of look you'd expect to it. Looks really, really good. Very quickly, I'm going to give a ranking of these. So King Penguin, I think, has to take number 1, because the waddling animation alone is my possibly favourite thing in the entire game. And the fact you can have 500 of them makes me happy. Very close second, though. I really need to turn guests off when I do these videos. Very close second is definitely the seals. Because, oh my god. Oh my god. And the bouncing animation is hilarious. And also the sitting up in water animation is really cool. And they spend a lot of time spinning around underwater. Third place then... Actually, I think it may be the caiman. They're not that inherently exciting, but I would say the design of them is just so beautiful that they're going to take third spot. This one's not as exciting. Still very well made. The otters are fine. They're great. They look like otters. They look like giant otters. They make some really cute noises. But they're competing with some heavy hitters in this pack. They're still a really, really cool animal. Really, really glad we've got them. And I'd put them about even with the caiman, if anything. I'm going to give them a joint third. Although, now that we're all doing the synchronized sleeping thing, they may get an extra point. I don't know. And then, of course, the terrapin in last place. Although the terrapin's lovely, at the end of the day, is an exhibit animal. It is worth noting that whilst this is the best animal pack, it is the worst decoration pack. So, it kind of goes both ways. If you want to see those decorations, though, the next video will be up in just over half an hour. I'm going to show you every single item in the game. And then tonight, we're going to start building a brand new aquatic-focused mini-zoo with all 5 of these animals. So 5 episodes, 5 days, 5 animals. So we're going to start with the king penguin tonight, and then we're back tomorrow with the seals, in what is one of my favourite exhibits I've ever built tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. Let me know what you think about the pack in the comment section down below. What is your favourite animal? Rank these adorable animals. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for joining me. If you do like this content, you want to see more Planet Zoo and other animal things, please do hit the subscribe button and check out the playlist for the aquatic pack, link in the description down below, because that's where you'll see this and my item highlighting video and my entire zoo playlist when that comes out as well. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you all have a lovely day. Go get the pack, play it for yourself. It should be out now on Steam. Thanks for joining me. Cheers much love as always. Bye-bye.